Welcome to the 3G Fitness Podcast,
where three generations of trainers come together to discuss all things fitness related.
Join us as we share insights, tips, and stories from our diverse experiences as we unravel the secrets of staying fit. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 3Gs podcast, where we talk fitness from three different generations. I'm Coach Kyle.
I'm Coach Michael.
I'm Coach Cisco.
Yes, sir. And today we're going to share some healthier alternatives to some of your favorite foods that might not be so healthy. We'll start with Cisco. What's some unhealthy foods that maybe we can share some better alternatives?
Well, like we did in a previous episode, we did talk about the 5 worst foods. We did have fast foods was up there. I believe we had candies, chocolates.
Yes, sir.
What else did we had? Processed foods. I know that was Michael's favorites. Sodas, was up there,
So was not my favorite.
You just couldn't get off of the processed food.
But okay.
You a hater of processed food. That's what I meant.
Let's talk about,
No, he's a hater of ultra-processed
Ultra-processed foods.
What are alternative foods?
Alternative
food.
Yeah.
Let's define it.
We got to define what alternative foods. Right now we told the world what are bad foods, and today's episode is talking about alternatives to that. Michael.
Which is defined as...
Oh, wow, man. Thank you, guys. A food that is regarded as healthier alternative to food that is prepared or produced conventional methods.
Oh,
there you go.
So, basically, it's processed food. Ultra processed food.
Alternative to processed
foods. Processed foods.
Well, like I said, we gave a list. We did an episode. I think one of the ones that I got positive feedback was on fast foods. Fast foods was one that when I some of my clients, I do deal with a lot of clients that they're just constantly on the go. And the two alternatives that I always recommend is, one, if you're going to keep going to it, instead of the combo, just go with one item, and preferably go with the item that maybe might have more meat or just less calories in general. So, for example, I think I even saw this on a billboard sign not too long ago. You're better off eating 2 burgers and a cup of water if you go to a fast food restaurant than you are if you got the combo with the burger, the fries, and a soda. And that's one of those things where when I saw that, I was like, that's very spot on. The 2 burgers have at least meat. Not the best choices, obviously, but if you're going to be going through it, it's a different way. Instead of getting the fries or anything like that, you're avoiding less fried food going into your system. So that's one thing I always tell people. So if you're going to go do your research, look up the smallest item of calories if you're going for a weight loss. The second thing is avoid as much fried items as you can, and just go with one item. So a burger would be perfectly fine. Now, the second alternative that I always recommend, why do you guys think people go through fast foods? Convenience, right? So I always say, and I've mentioned this in the past, is working with a meal prep company.
There you go. That's a good one.
That's to me is my go-to. So I work with a meal prep company because all I have to do is just find a microwave. Some of my meals are not even need to be cooked. I can just eat them. I have a wrap or anything like that. So I personally work with Healthy Meals Kitchen. So already gave them a shout out, but they make it easy for me for the week where I just pop my food in about 1.5 to 2 minutes, heat it up, eat it right then and there. I didn't have
obviously
to go.
they use healthier ingredients.
And they
use do all the correct portionings already to where it's not.
They do. They give it to you in a nice portion size, and not just that, they give it to you with the proper amount of protein. They go heavy protein based, so you're refilling your body with protein that I think is very important when you're in any fitness journey. So I always go with that. So that's my always go to. So you always got the first option, which if you're not going to do a meal prep and you're going to continue going to that same restaurant, that same fast food place, limit your items and go in moderation. The best option, though, is we all go to fast food places for convenience. We'll find a different alternative for convenience. And I always say meal prep company. So look for one that's locally nearby you. Prices are literally probably better now than what they are at fast foods. I always say inflation has made fast food prices gone up higher. I guarantee you can find a meal prep company that either equals or even goes below the price value of fast food.
But what about the dollar menu off McDonald's?
They don't. That does not exist like it used to, man.
It's like $3 now, huh?
It might be
Inflation.
like $4 for
Yeah.
like what it used to be. But those are the two alternatives. Is like do your research, go for one item. But the main one that I do and I do personally, and I'm a big fan of it, is the meal prep. It's convenient, quick. Pop it in the microwave, eat it right there. Within 15 minutes, I've completed my lunch, and I can go back to my day without going through a fast food place for convenience.
I like that.
That
I
sounds
like that.
good. You know, going into drinks now. Okay.
Okay.
Obviously, the number one drink that I think everybody should be drinking is water.
Yes.
You
Amen.
know, the dehydration. But a lot of people like soda. You know, and soda's is the worst. If you're gonna replace it with something, I know sparkling water doesn't taste as good as soda, but it's a replacement. There's green tea, and there's kombucha.
Kombucha?
Yeah, instead of
Not,
soda.
yeah, not to be confused with kombucha. But
Kombucha, I hate it. You know, I know it's a probiotic and everything, and it's good, but you know, it doesn't taste that great. You know, but I do know some people that like it, and they do swear by it. I tried it. It just doesn't grab me well.
what's your favorite kombucha flavor?
I don't
Or what kombucha
He
flavor
doesn't
did you
like
try?
it?
Yeah, you
He
didn't like
doesn't
it.
I don't know. It was like I think it was like the pineapple one. I think. It was.
Okay.
And it just didn't take. It just didn't take to me, man.
So that's why I think people like soda because it tastes.
And it's got a lot of sugar. It's got a lot of sweet.
But it's so bad for you.
But I'm telling you, it's the cause of diabetes, obesity, metabolic syndrome, you know, fatty life diseases and stuff like that. You know, I mean, it's not healthy for you.
No.
And there are some sodas that are worse than other sodas.
There are. But I like you. Did you say sparkling water was a better alternative to soda?
It's a better alternative. It is a better. I drink sparkling water. I love it. I put a little juice in there,
Flavoring
lemon
thing. Yeah, there you go.
like that. You know, and I make
It's
it
definitely
better.
less sugars than your average
then-
soda.
And so now soda was one thing. Like another thing that I feel that, and I'm guilty.
Energy.
Yep, you were gonna you
Energy drinks are you know, loaded with sugar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I drink coffee.
Okay.
I drink coffee black with agave in it. Obviously, collagen.
Natural sugar.
Oh, he throws his collagen. Mike
Yes,
is the
yes,
proud
yes.
spokesman.
I
Yep,
am.
yep.
I put
Collagen?
two scoops per cup, and I probably have 3 cups in the morning.
But you said you use agave.
Yes, I do.
Ooh, I never put agave in
Organic.
my coffee. Really?
Mhm.
And why do you go with agave? What does that do to coffee?
Well,
Natural sugar?
It's a natural sweetener
Mm-hmm.
Natural
and
sweetener.
stuff, and you know, works well. I also use it for syrup.
Ah, okay.
So you know, I mean, energy drinks. Oh man, have you ever looked at the sugar content in energy drinks?
Just in Monster, because I know that's the worst one.
Well, I know-
That's the worst one that I saw.
Well, I see you drinking them.
I don't drink Monsters. I actually try to specifically find zero grams, zero sugar. But there's also other chemicals that are in it that are definitely not good for you. But I'm all like, so me personally, I go with what's the less of the evils. So if I can find an energy drink with zero sugar, I always go with it. I like the flavor of it. But I there was a point I was drinking 2 to 3 a day.
Oh.
Yeah, now I have one when needed. And if I do it, I usually do it before a workout. Because I just prefer it already made, drink it, and it just helps me get through my workout. But I always go with zero sugar. Specifically, I do get C4. So that's the one that I normally go with.
Okay, I see you drinking water.
Yeah,
All
man.
the
I don't drink no.
You don't drink any energy drink?
Nope, nada. No
Must-
coffee,
must-
no nothing.
must be
Just
nice to
raw
be in your
dogging
20s.
life. Water. I don't know, man. Water tastes good for me.
I don't know. I drink a gallon a day. I still have my gallon of water.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
drink-
I have my giant flask with 64. 2 of those.
Yeah.
That's a gallon.
But then I also drink, you know, sparkling water because I have my own water sparkling
Maker?
Yeah.
maker over there.
Nah, I've tried sparkling water. My dad is a huge advocate of sparkling water every time we go.
It's great.
And then he even said it too, because my dad used to be a soda guy, but he's all like, sparkling water still gives you like that little.
It
If
does.
people are just like it for the texture, not
Yeah.
necessarily for the taste, then
that's
yeah.
why I like it.
I don't
It's
like that
like drinking
texture.
a soda. To me,
Yeah.
it's just not sweet.
Right.
But, you know, they have like flavors, fruit flavors you can put in there too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
see, sometimes I put grape, lemon, peach.
Exactly.
and it's water. It's just not sweet.
Yeah. No.
But speaking of fruits, healthier alternatives for candy. It's
Ooh.
fruits right there.
Sugar is.
Well, you know me. I don't eat candy.
Mr. Perfect.
You're Mr.
No, it's
Perfect
not-
over
it's-
here. Mr. Straight A student. Mr. Hold up. Is the camera on? Is the camera on?
No.
Oh, yeah, the camera's on. Okay, yeah. I don't eat any of that.
Huh.
I
Come
don't
on,
eat
I
anything.
think, and I'm not saying all seniors are, because all seniors that like candy, they have a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
But it
It's
has
a lot of
it has-
unnatural sugars, though, added
it has
sugars.
so many added sugars and so many chemicals put in
Yep.
them and stuff. That
Yep.
it's really not it's really not good for you. I mean, I won't eat a Snickers bar. Or I won't eat a
Really
Hershey
now.
bar or anything like that. Or yeah. And people, sometimes people say, "Well, have a Reese's bar. It's got peanut butter."
Exactly. You see all of us just staring at
It has gobs of sugar in there and everything.
our producer back there staring
but
at
I-
Mike
I-
like
For
you
real.
a damn
if I
liar.
eat anything, I'm gonna eat
So then
dark chocolate.
we obviously like candy, we like our sugars,
Yeah.
but Kyle, what would be a great alternative
Watermelon.
sugars?
For what's up?
Yeah, for
Yeah, just fruits, man. It's like I got the vitamins and minerals in there. It's natural sugars. I do watermelon.
But what if you like
strawberries.
candy?
If you like candy,
Yeah.
then- then moderate it.
What's the alternative to that?
what'd you say earlier? Protein bars.
There you go.
There you go.
I mean, yeah, protein bars
They don't really give
aren't
you
as
that
sweet
kick.
as
I mean,
candy,
yeah.
but
I think protein bars would be a better replacement for like a chocolate bar. Like a Snickers
Yeah, it
or,
would be.
or
Yeah.
a Twix, because
True.
most of them probably have, if any, maybe
Some chocolate in it.
some chocolate in it. But I think they would do have about they should have less calories
Mm-hmm.
than
they do.
a Snickers bar.
Because a candy bar, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. Okay, you can check that out if you want.
Go for it.
What's up?
It's like 220 calories.
Uh-huh.
Of a Snicker bar?
Yeah, of
don't
a candy
I
bar
don't
of
eat
that
candy
type.
like that.
Well, okay, then let me not.
200. Well, first of all, the real human out of all three of us. Snickers, 215 calories.
Okay, and that's on a
215?
half a piece.
It says on the
215
snack
for a
foot.
regular one?
Yeah, regular one. 1.56 ounce bar. So it's one serving. Yeah. 200. Yep. And then there's this one right here. Yep, 250 in one bar, actually. So depends how big the bar is. It sounds like the bar is either 1.86 ounces or 1.56 ounces. So depending on how big the bar is, you're looking at 215 to 250
But calorie-wise can
calories.
vary, though, because there are some protein bars that are about the same amount of
Yeah.
calories. So, but it's just about like the quality of the ingredients that we're talking about.
You need to pick a good protein bar. Like, I think, what is it? One.
Oh, one protein.
One, they have it has 1 gram of sugar. So
First
then
form,
if you look
first
at, I
form
think
got
it's
some
like,
good
it's
protein
like,
bars
it's
too.
Like 60 to the. I mean, I could be wrong.
Okay, so that same Snickers, that's 215 calories. It's only got 3 grams of protein. Where most protein bars, the minimum I've seen is probably 15 grams of protein.
Right, exactly.
So it's not just that. They say maybe they do equal around the same in calories. You're getting better macros.
quality of
Yeah.
ingredients is what I was
That's what
saying.
you're getting.
Exactly, 100%.
And I think, like I said, it could help you fulfill that chocolate, chocolate feel that you have.
Right.
And so,
Which, since we're on the topic of chocolate, what kind of chocolate should people be aiming for?
oh
It's a
my,
healthier version of chocolate.
and don't say yourself.
Well, they're dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate.
The antioxidant. I love it.
Dark chocolate.
I
There
love
you
them,
go.
man. I love.
I'm not a fan of it.
I love.
I don't like dark chocolate.
You
I
don't
love
like dark
milk.
chocolate?
No, I love my
No,
milk
man,
chocolate,
you should-
but moderation
Hey,
again is key.
You should try dark chocolate with covered raisins.
That's disgusting.
Oh, what? What?
Disgusting.
You
Milk
know what?
chocolate.
I don't
Come
think
on,
I don't
man.
think
For me.
I don't think your tongue has acquired a taste of the good life, Kyle. I feel like
It is an
man.
acquired taste for
It-
sure.
it's-
For
I,
sure.
I have a big thing of peanuts and dark chocolate covered raisins. The protein, the antioxidant. Come on, man.
Well, that's why, because dark chocolates can help give you antioxidants
Yeah,
and
there you
whatnot.
go.
So,
Now the worst.
But my guilty
the worst,
pleasure,
all right.
my guilty pleasure is those chocolate covered almonds from Costco.
that's the worst.
oh my
Dark,
That's
lord.
the
try
worst.
dark,
Oh
dark,
my
try
lord.
dark.
But I don't go crazy on it.
No,
It's
that's
like,
the
let's
worst.
just get a bit
Dude,
of
I
almond.
know which ones you're talking about. The one in the big old jar and whatnot.
Yeah.
Avoid that.
Almonds
Yeah.
work.
That's a guilty pleasure.
That's why I said guilty pleasure.
But that's so bad.
moderation.
Because
Almond-
once you start, I can't stop. I literally.
Oh, I can stop.
But that's
Oh, I
good because
can't.
almonds work. the brain.
Oh.
Good for it.
I was
Like,
like,
what
wait,
the, your eyes?
But now let's talk about the big
chips.
yes
Chips.
Okay. But I realized one thing. Now they're coming out with these protein chips.
What do you think of those? I have not tried those.
They're not bad.
No?
There's one that's kind of like a Dorito thing. It was not bad. It was pretty good.
They're not bad. You only get like 5.
Yeah, for real.
Okay.
90% air in that bag.
That's what I'm saying.
Chips.
You buy the bag and you open it up and you're like, there's about 5 chips in here, man. Where you open a Dorito bag, you grab a whole handful.
Quest
Yeah.
chips.
Quest
Yeah,
chips.
those are the ones.
So Quest chips would be a good alternative. Well, you know what's crazy
Or
is that like
baked chips.
Yeah,
compared
yeah,
to,
that's
like,
what I was
your-
gonna say.
your
Because
favorites.
Subway, I know Subway they sell baked Lays and
Yeah.
whatnot. Still not the best. I'm not a chips
But,
guy.
we're just trying to find alternatives to these stuff.
What would be another alternative besides protein chips? Was it protein chips and baked?
Peanuts.
Make your own chips at home. I know some people do that.
Ooh, with an air fryer or something? Or-
Yeah.
With that air fryer.
yeah.
You make, they
just
do.
straight-
Yeah,
You can
the
make
air fryer
chips.
makes it dry, right? Oh, okay. That's true.
Well-
So you're talking about making your own, right?
Instead of like frying it in like a deep fried whatever with a bunch of oil and whatever, you can
Well,
use an air
that's what
fryer
makes
and-
chips bad is because
And there's not much additives when you're at home. You just put your basic.
Well, my wife makes sweet potato chips.
Oh, there you go.
From
Sweet
the
potato
oven.
chips.
Really?
Oh yeah, she
There you go.
cuts up a sweet
Exactly
potato real
what
thin, and she bakes them. And they're pretty good.
Really?
So homemade versions.
Homemade versions are probably good, and that shouldn't take too long, right? It was just
No, it doesn't take that long. She just cuts them up and puts them in there and
Yeah.
bakes them, and we try them.
and then here was another one, and because I've dealt with this with many clients. What's an alternative for alcohol?
Well, I just found something out, so I'm trying to keep quiet.
Well, I I always say there is no alternative. It's still bad for you.
Except
but-
moderation.
But it's moderations
Moderation.
will probably be a good one. But like
Yes.
I think it's just finding out how you can tolerate it. So
Yeah.
like I said, I
If you're
think
trying to go for like the buzz, I would steer away from beer as much as possible because
Well, that's the worst right
people
there.
can just slam that easily, and you're all of a sudden you're like 1,000, 2,000 calories deep, 3,000 even.
Yeah, I mean,
if you go straight for shots.
What's the take on a bottle of beer?
the take on a
It's
bottle
normally
of beer.
100 calories per bottle,
Is it?
around maybe a little
No,
more.
that's way more,
see, let me
dude.
see,
A
let me
bottle,
see.
just do a bottle of beer. Like that's
What's our favorite?
that's close to like
Modelo?
3. Go
How
Modelo.
many calories
Modelo.
in a bottle of Modelo?
Yeah, because I
Modelo time.
yeah.
12 ounces, 143 calories.
Okay.
So that's like what? A super tiny one?
That's smaller than your water.
Yeah, but
that-
Because the water's 16 ounces.
16. So 24 ounces is 307 calories.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
So if you have 3, that's almost
That's already 1,000 right there.
Yeah. So that's not good. It's like one of those things where
What if it's low calorie?
what water?
No beer.
There's a-
Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Oh, the
those
light
those,
stuff.
those light stuff. You
Coors Light.
if you're
I
gonna
don't
if you're gonna be
It's
doing
not my
light, you might as
forte.
well stick with sparkling water or anything like that, man. Because like I said, seltzers is probably like the next option. Because I do hear a lot of like I've bumped into a lot of people that are vegan and low. They always go with seltzers. And
Yeah.
I know seltzers are like about 100 calories, give or take. So
You know,
Because
when
of
I,
fruit.
you know what? I don't know. Shit, like I'm not a seltzer person. I just know.
I don't drink seltzer.
So
either.
the one thing that I can speak on is tequila. I can highly speak on tequila, and I always say, look, if you're gonna go out, if say you drop 3 Modelos, we already just determined 3 Modelos is close to 1,000 calories. You take 3 shots of tequila, that's less than 300 calories because roughly. I know Mike, I broke your heart. I broke Mike's heart because Mike was so set on stone that
Yeah.
tequila was 0 calories. But tequila is roughly about 97 to 100 calories per shot. So it's still calories because alcohol is calories. I just always say that's the lowest option. And to me, I tell people more like, if you're going to drink, sip on that. It's gonna hit you harder too. I mean, you
Yeah,
take
you
3
get
shots.
that right
you take
away.
3 shots of tequila, you're gonna probably be feeling
Yeah.
it. You drink 3
You'll be
Modelos.
feeling good.
Yeah,
See,
you drink
But
3
that-
Modelos, you could probably drink
see,
3 more.
That was the producer that broke my bubble.
Yeah.
Because I was at 0 calories. Like, yeah, you got calories. You got calories in tequila. And I'm
There,
like,
well,
what?
there is,
Yeah.
but you just gotta, like I said, everything's in moderation because
Right.
it obviously the best option for everything that we're giving you guys is going, cold turkey, and going
that's
healthy.
not realistic.
But realistically,
Yeah.
the average person that is listening to this doesn't have that bodybuilder mentality to be disciplined enough to do that
24/7.
Yeah, like I mean, I that's why I even yesterday I feel like I had a couple of brewskis. Well, even for 4th of July.
I was in Vegas. But you know what's crazy though? I found out that seltzer, Happy Dads, you guys heard of that?
Happy Dads?
Yeah. I forgot who they're made from, but Happy Dads actually has electrolytes in the drink.
What is a happy day?
It's a seltzer. I'll show you right now.
It's a seltzer.
I just found that out.
Oh, it's
I'm
a
not a
seltzer.
seltzer.
I don't think
Wait,
seltzer-
it has
these
electrolytes?
right here. It has electrolytes in them.
Where'd you find that out
That's
at?
one of the homies just brought it up during our trip. And he was like, yeah, man, it got electrolytes. I was like, what? And I looked it up. I was like, it actually does have electrolytes. Crazy. And it's
Wow.
100 calories per.
Happy Dad.
Yeah, it's a seltzer.
Just think of yourself.
So that might be a good alternative, I guess, to your, beer.
It definitely is. I mean, I still say, go strive away from it. But it's funny because these are things that clients always come up. They're all like, well, Cisco, for lunch, there's only a fast food place. What do you recommend? Cisco, every time around, this is, the desserts that are around. Cisco, every time I'm going to go to a party, I can't say no to a drink. So, what do you recommend and whatnot? So even like I said, I always tell people, I'm all like, if you're at a party, and they're grilling food, always start off with the proteins first. Whatever's your meats, that's always a great way to start off.
Mm-hmm.
We just had 4th of July, a lot of barbecuing, a lot of grilling.
USA.
Yeah, so that's one of the things that I always tell a lot of people is if you're gonna be at a barbecue, start with the meats first.
Oh yeah. I went to a birthday party yesterday that was Hawaiian.
Themed.
Yeah, Hawaiian food. Man, they had beef, grilled chicken. Oh man,
I love Hawaiian food.
It was like
list everything else. So what else do you remember? Because then I want you to give us the idea of what would be the best way to go. So they had grilled chicken, they had pork.
He went straight for the
no,
pork.
they didn't have any pork.
Oh, the beef?
They had a spicy beef.
Uh-huh.
They also had rice.
Rice, of course. Did they have like that macaroni salad?
I love. They had macaroni salad.
Yeah.
And they had salad, but they had like 3 different kind of beefs and 3 different kind of chickens. One was like a teriyaki sauce chicken, but they had one that was just grilled chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I ate nothing but beef and chicken.
Okay, so that would be the way to go. If you see those options, like I said, I would if you were my client, I would have been like, hey, Mike, if you're gonna be at the party and this is what's already gonna be on the menu, aim for the grilled chicken first and fill yourself up with that first, because it's also gonna fill you up and you're not gonna be as hungry.
It is.
So say
It
if you say if you would have gone
100%.
with the rice and the macaroni salad. That's just all carbs. You could probably overdose and eat on that too. Overindulge on that. But I always say, there's going to be obstacles. It's just giving people the proper guidance on how to
That's
get
it.
there.
Protein is more satiating for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It keeps them full and anything like that.
And it helps
So-
build muscle.
But that's why, like I said, it's one of those where I feel like that would be the best way. There's so many alternatives out there for you guys. We just kind of broke it down. Obviously, like I said, the best way is always going to be sticking
cutting
to
it out.
cutting out all these bad options. But we're realistic too. We know you guys are not going to just go cold turkey and
We're not Mr. Perfect.
Yeah.
But he is.
We're not Michael. Michael over here is just like, just drink water and seltzer water.
So
and
we can relate to the
Yeah,
average
because they're not
person.
old. They're not old yet.
they're not old. That has
And
nothing.
you have to as you get older, you do start to eat better.
Not everybody.
You try to.
Not all of them. Wait,
Well, that's one of the
depends.
changes you can make as you get older, other than working out, is
the changes
eating
that
better.
they should do.
The changes
They
that you
should
should do, but I think it's also I will agree with you a little bit on Michael is as you get older, you don't have that leeway to maybe let loose on the dieting.
That's right. You don't?
That I would agree with you on that because it does hit you harder. Like
So
I said.
they call me perfect because, Cisco had a donut yesterday, and I was watching him.
Yeah,
You
damn straight.
I
I did have that. donut.
I didn't go get
I almost
one.
got one. I almost got one.
I just watched.
and I ate it in front of his face.
Yeah, and he's like, when you're young like this, you could do stuff like this, and he's actually probably right. I wouldn't do that.
And
But
then I
it's
proceed
not
to go
it's-
kill my
it's-
workout.
But then again,
It's
exactly.
not-
How
it's-
many
yeah.
days a week do you work out?
Yeah,
It's, but
like
it's
a
not.
lot.
It's not being perfect. Okay, it's just being careful.
Yeah.
That's all. Not perfect, careful.
I like that. I like
All
that.
right.
That's actually a great way to kind of
Put that on a shirt
yeah,
and print it out for him.
Because alternative foods is also a way for you guys, the listeners, to be careful with
There
your
you go.
options.
Exactly.
There you go.
So that was, I look at that. That's a great way to segue off of it, man.
Exactly.
So we hope you guys got some good feedback,
Yes, sir.
some good ideas, options.
Make sure to take care of your health.
Yeah, take care of your health, know everything, and like I said, always reach out to a professional. You do have us as well. You can always reach out to us for any guidance, alternatives, or anything like that. So that was just like a quick little, throw out some guidelines for these listeners to follow. So
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
so remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being
Careful.
There it is. All right, you guys.
Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys later.
Have a good
All right,
one.
Take it easy. Later.
Look at that, Mike.